Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's on a lot of people's minds, gluten. You've probably heard a lot about it, especially with so many gluten-free products lining the shelves these days. But is gluten really something we should avoid, or is it just another health trend? Let's unravel the truth about gluten together and find out what you really need to know. What is gluten? First, let's break down what gluten actually is. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, rye, and their derivatives. It's what gives dough its elasticity and helps bread rise, creating that delightful chewy texture we love in bagels, pasta, and pizza. For most people, gluten is completely safe to eat and can be part of a healthy, balanced diet. In fact, whole grains that contain gluten offer a wealth of nutrients, including fiber, B vitamins, and minerals. I remember my first time baking bread. The way the dough transformed into a beautiful loaf was magical. That stretchiness is all thanks to gluten. But let's get into who really needs to pay attention to gluten. Who should avoid gluten? So who should actually avoid gluten? There are specific conditions where cutting out gluten is not just beneficial, but essential for health. 1. Celiac disease. This is an autoimmune disorder where consuming gluten triggers an immune response that damages the small intestine. For individuals with celiac disease, eating gluten can lead to serious health complications. Common symptoms include digestive issues, fatigue, joint pain, and even skin rashes. If you suspect you have celiac disease, it's crucial to get tested by a healthcare professional. Trust me, I've heard stories from friends who went through the testing process, and it was eye-opening how much their health improved after getting a proper diagnosis. 2. Non-celiac gluten sensitivity. Some people may experience symptoms like bloating, headaches, or fatigue after consuming gluten, even if they don't have celiac disease. This is known as non-celiac gluten sensitivity. If you think you might have this sensitivity, it's best to talk to a healthcare provider. They can help you navigate your symptoms and determine the next steps. Misconceptions about gluten. Now let's clear up some common misconceptions about gluten that can lead people to unnecessarily avoid it. Misconception number 1. Gluten is bad for everyone. This is a major misconception. For the majority of people, gluten does not pose any health risks. In fact, whole grains that contain gluten can provide essential nutrients and support digestive health due to their fiber content. Think of foods like quinoa and whole wheat, so nutritious and delicious. Misconception number 2. A gluten-free diet is automatically healthier. Just because a product is labeled gluten-free doesn't mean it's a healthy choice. Many gluten-free alternatives are highly processed and can be low in fiber and nutrients. Always check the ingredient list and nutrition facts. Sometimes, gluten-free products can be loaded with sugar and unhealthy fats. If you're going gluten-free, focus on whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and naturally gluten-free grains like rice or quinoa. How to decide if you should avoid gluten. If you're considering cutting gluten out of your diet, here are some steps to help you make an informed decision. 1. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how your body reacts after eating gluten. If you consistently feel discomfort, consider keeping a food diary to track your symptoms. This can help you identify any patterns related to gluten consumption and your symptoms. Maybe you'll discover that it's not gluten at all, but something else in your diet. 2. Get tested. If you suspect celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, consult a healthcare professional for proper testing before eliminating gluten from your diet. I had a friend who went gluten-free without getting tested, and when they finally did, they found out it wasn't gluten causing their issues. So don't skip this step. 3. Focus on whole foods. Regardless of whether you eat gluten or not, prioritize whole, nutrient-dense foods in your diet. Fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can help you maintain good health. Creating a diet centered around whole foods is beneficial for everyone. It's all about nourishing your body. Final thoughts on gluten. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts. Gluten isn't inherently harmful to everyone. For those with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, avoiding gluten is essential for maintaining health. But for most people, gluten can be part of a nutritious diet without any issues. Always prioritize listening to your body, consult healthcare professionals when needed, and focus on a balanced diet filled with whole foods. So, what's the bottom line? The decision to avoid gluten should be based on individual health needs and not on trends or misconceptions. Thank you for watching.